Welcome back to Z-Star Lovers. In this emotional roller coaster of This Is Fate, secrets are revealed, betrayals come to light, and shocking truths about Rajveer, Preeta, and Karan leave everyone reeling. From heartbreaks to near-death moments, this is the teaser you can't afford to miss. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and now, let's dive right into it.
The 15th of November 2025, Rajveer tells Anshuman that he wants to destroy the Luthras. A revelation by the hospital staff makes Karan suspect that Preeta is Rajveer's mother. Varun visits Kavya for the Valentine's Day party. Mohit and Gurpreet sense a change in Rajveer. Karan learns that Rajveer knows Preeta and Srishti. He finds papers that lead him to suspect Rajveer. Shaurya gifts Shania an expensive car. Preeta is stunned as Karan applies vermilion to her forehead. Upset to see Palki happy with Rajveer, Shaurya decides to poison the roses for Palki. Nidhi waits to celebrate Valentine's Day with Karan. The 16th of November 2025, Karan learns that Rajveer is Rudra and decides to perform a DNA test. Rajveer rushes Palki to the hospital as his roses burn her hands. Kavya suspects Shaurya as she recalls an incident. Shaurya taunts Rajveer, but he thanks Shaurya for helping him bring Palki to the hospital in time. Karan calls Dr. Manish to do his and Rajveer's DNA test. Shaurya talks about Palki to Shania. Mohit tells Rajveer and Palki that Kavya suspects Shaurya mixed a chemical in the flowers. At Shaurya's behest, his friend Minka tries to get close to Rajveer. Later, Shaurya poisons Palki's mind. The 17th of November 2025, Karan waits to get the DNA test report. Palki is upset as Shaurya touches her inappropriately. Upset with this and his foiled plan, Shaurya disguises as Rajveer and renders Rajveer unconscious. Shaurya, disguised as Rajveer, makes Palki uncomfortable by dancing close to her and drinking at the party. Rajveer regains consciousness in a wardrobe. Preeta visits a hospitalized Srishti. Palki slaps Rajveer and decides to break up with him. Shaurya tries to stop Rajveer from proving himself innocent. Karan learns that Srishti is hospitalized and Preeta is struggling to pay the bills. The 18th of November 2025, Rajveer takes everyone to see the CCTV footage to prove himself innocent. Shaurya goes there to delete it. Karan learns that Rajveer is his son and Preeta is struggling with partial amnesia. Karan assures Preeta of his support and waits to ask Rajveer why he had been lying. Preeta decides to start working at the hospital. Palki and Rajveer worry, thinking who conspired to separate them. Karan dreams of revealing Rajveer's identity to the family and realizes that he needs to wait for some time. Rajveer and Palki blame Shaurya for the issue between them, but Sandy comes to defend him. The 19th of November 2025, Rajveer gets upset to see Karan with Nidhi and decides to visit Anshuman. Nidhi and Shaurya are afraid when Karan tries to get to Rajveer. Rocky regains consciousness and tells Karan about her fears. Rajveer accepts Anshuman's offer to destroy Karan. Palki learns that Rajveer has grief because of Karan, but fails to drop him home. Preeta calls Karan to ask him to bring Rajveer home. Karan visits the hospital to pay Srishti's pending bills. He is hurt to overhear an intoxicated Rajveer confessing his grief to an unconscious Srishti. Shania helps Palki set out to look for Rajveer. The 20th of November 2025, Karan brings an intoxicated Rajveer home. Shaurya and Nidhi are worried when Karan says that he will make a big announcement at Kavya's engagement. Preeta tells Rajveer the value of her new job. Palki questions Rajveer when he refuses to attend Kavya's engagement. Rocky feels good being treated by Preeta as her physiotherapist. Karan does not introduce Rocky to Preeta, fearing her illness. The Luthras receive Varun and his family before his engagement to Kavya. Rajveer tells Anshuman a ploy and tries to trick Shaurya into taking up a project. Preeta agrees to provide personal care. The 21st of November 2025, Karan struggles to placate Rajveer's anger. Everyone gathers for Kavya and Varun's engagement. Kavya learns that Shaurya had tried to get close to Palki and exposes his lies, which Shania overhears. Karan decides to get Rajveer to perform Kavya's wedding rituals as her brother. Shania feels that Shaurya's hatred towards Rajveer is justified. Rajveer helps Preeta talk to Kavya on the phone. Shaurya asks Sandy to get a locksmith to know what Karan is hiding. Karina and Nidhi turn Rocky against Preeta with a revelation about Karan. Shania goes to talk to Rajveer about the Luthras. The 22nd of November, 2025. Palki talks to Kavya about Rajveer, who is surprised to see how Kavya handles it. Shaurya brings a locksmith to know what is hidden in Karan's safe. Karan calls Preeta to know how to pacify Rocky. Shaurya feels perplexed to see Preeta's phone in Karan's safe. Kavya tries a trick to end Palki and Rajveer's fight, but Shania suggests Palki to break up with him. At home, Preeta waits for Rajveer. Shaurya worries about why Karan has Preeta's photo. A sage asks Karan to worship Lord Shiva to get Preeta back. Palki confronts Rajveer, who waits to destroy Karan's business with Anshuman. The 23rd of November, 2025. Karan invites Preeta and Gurpreet to Mahashivaratri Puja. At Karan's request, the doctor appoints Preeta to give physiotherapy sessions to Grandma. Shaurya sees Rajveer losing a bid to Anshuman. Rajveer tells Palki about Karan hurting his mother. Shaurya apprises Karan of how Rajveer deliberately lost a bid. Gurpreet wonders if Karan knows about Preeta's condition and wants to bring her home. A female pundit conducts a play about Lord Shiv on the occasion of Mahashivaratri for the Luthras. They are stunned to see Preeta arrive there. Daljit is shocked when Rocky asks Preeta to leave. The 24th of November, 2025. Karan tells the family about Preeta's partial amnesia and a few precautions. Nidhi feels this can risk her place, and Rajveer sets out to bring Preeta back. Grandma gets emotional when Preeta treats her. Rocky and Karina insist on ousting Preeta from the house and assure Nidhi of their support. Karan strongly opposes their decision. Later, Rajveer tries to take Preeta home, which shocks the latter. When Rajveer fails to bring Preeta back, he returns home. Karina turns Grandma against Preeta, and Rocky plans to harass Preeta so that she leaves. Shaurya goes to drop Shania and Daljit at home. The 25th of November, 2025. Rajveer fights with Shaurya as the latter calls Preeta the Luthra's house help. Daljit suggests Shaurya to fire Rajveer. Arohi visits Nidhi and asks her to keep Preeta away from Karan by any means. Rajveer goes to bring Preeta back with Mohit, but gets into a fight with Shaurya. Karan wonders what Rajveer's motive is. Preeta takes care of Grandma as she suddenly starts having pain in her foot. Shaurya worries about Nidhi, who is deeply hurt by Karan and Preeta's closeness. Karina and Rocky are eager to oust Preeta from the house. Palki apologizes to Rajveer for asking about Shaurya. The 26th of November, 2025. Anshuman's detective tells him about Rajveer meeting Karan at a hospital. At the doctor's advice, Karan recreates a moment to help Preeta regain her memory. Nidhi feels extremely hurt seeing them. Karan tries to convince a heartbroken Nidhi to forget him and asks her to return to London. He later cuts off ties with Nidhi. Anshuman questions Rajveer about his and Preeta's bond with the Luthras. Rocky finds Nidhi worried and forces Karan to choose Nidhi over Preeta. Rajveer walks away from Palki as he fails to tell her the truth. Preeta inadvertently stops Nidhi from setting herself ablaze. The 27th of November, 2025. Before attempting suicide, Nidhi cuddles Rocky and tells Shaurya that she will always love him. Preeta alerts the family, and they rush her to the hospital. Rajveer scolds Palki for calling Preeta. Palki drags Rajveer out of her house when he asks her to break up with him. Anshuman asks his detective to inform the police about Nidhi's suicide attempt. Later, Karan is questioned by his family. At the hospital, the police blame Karan for Nidhi's suicide attempt. Meanwhile, Rajveer goes to the Luthra mansion to steal a file for Anshuman. Karina blames Preeta, but Grandma handles the situation. The 28th of November, 2025. Mahesh comes home and is suspicious of Rajveer's actions. Karan is hurt when Rocky asks him to send Preeta back, and Rajveer feels that Karan loves Nidhi. At Preeta's behest, Rajveer consoles Shaurya. Anshuman decides to punish Rajveer when he refuses to follow a plan to be with Karan's family. At Anshuman's instigation, the press gets Shaurya to malign Karan. The police are forced to arrest Karan. The 29th of November, 2025. Shaurya accuses his family of being worried for Karan and not Nidhi. Grandma asks Preeta to return home for Nidhi's sake. Varun's family fear their plan will fail when they learn about Karan's arrest. Shaurya sits with an unconscious Nidhi. Daljit slaps Palki and decides to cancel her alliance with Rajveer. Suddenly, Biji, Palki's grandmother, comes there. Preeta visits Karan in jail with Tiffin. Palki tells Rajveer how she feels hurt whenever Daljit badmouths him for his status. Biji suggests that Daljit pretend to accept Palki and Rajveer. Later, the police visit Nidhi to take her testimony. The 30th of November, 2025. Nidhi's statement related to her suicide attempt saves her and Karan from the police. Later, Preeta visits Nidhi, who realizes that Preeta is not at fault. Kavya's decision upsets Varun's mother, Roma. Preeta overhears Roma telling someone that she troubled the Luthras as per their plan. Nidhi asks Preeta to look after Kavya's wedding rituals like her mother. Rajveer agrees to get Anshuman's papers. Anshuman's detective tricks Shaurya, who hires him to spy on Karan. Varun's family asks him to call some lady. Nidhi first tells Rocky, and then Karina why she let Preeta look after Kavya's wedding. That was intense. Rajveer's mysteries, Preeta's struggles, and Karan's shocking discoveries have changed everything. What will happen next? How will Rajveer's actions impact the Luthras? Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment in This Is Fate. See you in my next video.